Distortions in the spiritual realm. Now, today we're going to talk about a big one. I'm going to forewarn you that this may be extremely triggering to a lot of individuals within the spiritual realm, for it goes against so much of what we've been taught, what's been discussed, and what we've absorbed within this community. But before you come at me, brah, before you start slanging all that stuff towards my way, I ask that you simply watch 90% of this video and then come at me, because it's important for you to begin to understand all different sides of this. So now within the spiritual community, there's this huge discourse of we're in spiritual warfare, protect yourself, people are out to get you, all these evil entities and spirits are constantly out to get you. But I ask that when I say those things, when you feel in to your heart space, when you feel in to your essence, how does that make you feel? Is this coming from a place of fear, or is this inciting joy and bliss and happiness? And no judgment here. I'm just simply trying to demonstrate how this entire paradigm, this entire discourse that we see within the spiritual community is coming from a place of fear to keep you entrapped inside of this fear. And now I'm really, really sorry. I love crystals. I love all these things, but no amount of crystals, no amount of sage, no amount of energy balls are going to protect you from the lessons that you're meant to learn. So when we have these lower vibrational energies come into our awareness, they may show up as demons, they may show up as entities, they may show up as that darkness. When they show up, we're consenting to it, either consciously or unconsciously. Now, we're consenting to it in order to try to learn, in order to grow, in order to understand that when we look at these things from a higher perspective, everything was created by God. Everything was created for us to help teach us, to help us understand. So these lower vibrational energies are no different. These lower vibrational energies are there to help teach us. And now, can you do certain things to make them go away? Yes, of course. You can do all sorts of different things. You can get a healer, you can get a practitioner to cut the cords, you can get a practitioner to create energy protection around you, but they're going to come right back, because you have consciously or unconsciously agreed for these things to enter into your awareness. They are there to teach. All that stuff is there to try to help us understand things from a different perspective, help us see. One of our greatest teachers is fear. Fear can help us uncover what it is that we're still not willing to face, what it is that we're still not ready to face head on, and to fully surrender, to fully let go and allow for the divine to come in. So there is no spiritual warfare happening. Is there people with bad intentions? Yeah, of course. Look at the fucking world that we're in. Look at the state of this world, of the massive inequality, of the patriarchy, of the systemic racism. Look at the things that are happening to the environment. Of course, there are bad intentions, but without consent, nothing can truly get in to harm you. That you are divinely protected, that you simply being and existing is enough. And the second that we begin to go into that state of fear of this person's out to get me, this is out to get me, these people are always constantly trying to get me, these people are poaching on my energy and taking, there's a lesson in it for us. Because if those things are happening, we're consenting to it, either consciously or unconsciously, that nobody is able to access your true energy without that consent. So if you feel as if people are attacking you, if you feel as if you have a bunch of other people's energy in you, rather than first clearing it out, The bigger question is, why is this showing up? How is this helping me? What is the reason for this coming here? And if there's darkness showing up, if there's some of these entities or demons or things, what are they trying to help show you? Again, everything was created by God. They can teach us just as much as the light can. Does that mean you have to work with them all the time? No. But they are there to help show you something that's still stuck inside of yourself. And by simply bypassing, by simply pretending as it's not there, isn't going to prevent it from coming back. The only way to truly transcend this, the only way to truly get past this, is to understand in the first place what it's there to show you. What can you learn from this? Because as soon as you learn that lesson, it's going to go away and it's not coming back. It's not one of those recurring loops again. It is there to teach, and it always has been there to teach. So now, if you've made it this far and you want to come at me, brah, come at me. But I highly suggest that you use your discernment and feel into this, because again, when we say these terms of spiritual warfare, when we say psychic attacks, when we say energy vampires, is that inciting this love inside of you? Or is that inciting more fear of everyone? Because we have to remember that there is unconditional love for everyone and everything. This is including the light and the dark. That when we achieve these higher states of unity consciousness, when we're fully able to embody these higher dimensions into this plane of reality, we begin to see how everything's serving a purpose, how everything is here to help us. It's just a matter of whether we're willing to accept and open our hearts up with pure unconditional love.